Hey there, everybody. This is Randy Dalton coming to you from R&B Properties. Today, we're going to be talking again. This is our educational series. And today, I want to talk to our clients and our potential clients. This is specifically for those individuals who are on our full service contract or considering our full service contract. Before I get into that, though, quickly, administrative matter. If you like these videos or if you don't like these videos, hit the like, hit the don't like button. Really appreciate that feedback. It helps us improve over time. Even the dislikes. If I see a bunch of dislikes, I go, okay, don't talk about that again. So do that for us. We'd really appreciate it. Number two, subscribe. We'd love to see more subscribers on this channel. And then the third thing is if you have questions, if you have comments, if you have concerns about what I'm saying, or if there's things that you'd like to see in the future, give us a quick comment. Just take us a few seconds and just give us a quick comment. We look at that, and that feedback really helps us make these videos better over time. So that's it as far as the administrative matter. Let's get back to talking about full service contracts. What is a full service contract? Well, people ask me that all the time. I basically say it is property management from A to Z. Think of anything and everything that you would want your property manager to do that you think should be part of property management. That's part of our full service contract. And I'll rhyme off the list. I'll say, we collect all the rents, we pay all the bills, we take all the maintenance calls, we schedule all the trades, we confirm all the repairs have been done properly. We deal with the city when the city complains. We deal with the neighbors when the neighbors complain. We deal with the other tenants when the tenants complain about each other. And I just go on and on and on and on in terms of everything that's included in that full service contract. Today, I want to talk about those first two things. Those first two things: collect rents, pay bills. They sound so simple, but many of our clients aren't taking advantage of that today. Way back when I started this business, I and a bunch of other property managers that I knew, what did we do? Collect rents basically meant we went to the tenant and say, give me a year's worth of post-dated checks. We took those checks and we would give them to the owner, and that was it. We'd wash our hands. That's all we have to do with regards to accounting. But that's not property management. Property management is knowing, tracking, understanding all of the costs and revenues associated with a property. So what does that mean when we're collecting those rents and paying those bills? Today we have got clients that are now having us collect rents because we can do it far more efficiently. It's basically the click of a mouse and we withdraw hundreds of payments from our tenants every day. But our clients still today are not having us pay those bills. And when I say pay the bills, they are having us pay tradespeople, for sure, absolutely. What they are not doing is they're not having us pay mortgage payments. They're not having us pay property taxes. They're not having us pay insurance. So I want to speak to you, our client base. You may not be aware, but we do pay those bills for you. Why am I bringing this up? There's 4 huge benefits associated with having R&B Properties do this. Benefit number 1, your time. If you think of most property managers, they grab those post-dated checks and they say, here you go, accounting is your problem now. Doesn't cut it for me. I don't know about you. What are you left with? You've got all these checks. You got to remember, first of every month, you got to go to the bank. You got to do a deposit. Or luckily, if you're lucky and you've got mobile banking, you can take a picture of the check and do a deposit. Then you got to hold on to it for a week. You got to make sure that the funds got deposited properly. You got to make sure that you entered in the amounts properly. All this sounds like very mundane things, but things that have to be done, and it's time and energy of yours. And then you paying all those bills. Mortgage probably comes out automatically, but you've still got property taxes that have to be paid, insurance that has to be paid. Hopefully every year when your insurance comes up, you're talking to insurance companies and finding out if there's better opportunities out there, better pricing out there. If you're not doing that, I would strongly suggest that you do that right now. With COVID-19, we're finding major things going on in the insurance business, and insurance companies that used to be very competitive, very cost effective, are no longer, and those who were very expensive are being much more competitive. We're seeing people that, insurance companies that don't want to take more than one or two properties, and we're seeing other insurance companies that are happy to take more. So hopefully you're doing all of that, but all of that is time and energy. Wouldn't it be great if you could hand that over to somebody else to do? Hey, here's R&B Properties. We do that, and we do it for free on a full service contract. It's part of what's built into our pricing, right? So it's all done for you, no charge. That's benefit number one. Benefit number two, let's talk about it. Accounting. Most bookkeepers, if you're doing this yourself and you're hiring a bookkeeper, most bookkeepers, they're going to spend an hour to an hour and a half every month doing your accounting for you. They're going to charge $50 to $60 an hour for doing your accounting for you. That works out to upwards of $100 a month that you're paying a bookkeeper to do what R&B Properties is prepared to do at no cost. It's free. It's part of the full service contract. So why not take advantage of it? Why not have us do that? At the end of the day, at the end of the year, our reports, we hand them over to you. They're basically your statement of rental earnings. Here's your source document that you hand over to Canada Revenue Agency, and all you have to do is just add the check in terms of whatever your taxes are that year. Excuse me. All of that's provided for you. That's the second benefit. Doing your accounting for you, no cost. Third benefit, this is huge. You're doing this accounting hopefully because you're wanting to look at the performance of your property. You want to see how it's doing, you want to stay on top of it, you want to make sure it's doing okay, and you want to be able to see that information, so maybe you can tweak a little bit here, tweak a little bit there in order to make things better. And that's great. You should never stop from doing that. But what if you had a property management company that has the expertise and the resources behind it? We've managed over 1,000 properties since our beginning. Wouldn't it be great if you had a property management company looking at that positive cash flow, looking at that report every month to see what's going on, and to be able to contact you when there's concerns, and contact you when we see some opportunities in terms of being able to tweak things and make things better? Wouldn't it be nice if you had that? Again, R&B Properties, we do that. That's part of the full service contract. No extra cost. It's all part of our full service contract. So those are the three benefits. Fourth benefit, again, this one is huge as well. Fourth benefit, everybody goes through this, right? You got your cash flow going along tickety-boo, and all of a sudden you get a tenant that leaves. They leave and you've got a vacancy and your cash flow just plummets, right? For a month or two. And then it comes back up, right? And then you have a furnace that breaks down and it plummets and it comes back up. Most people's positive cash flows, yeah, they look like this, right? We want normal and boring. We want, I'm a REIN member. I remember Don Campbell saying this all the time. Real estate investing, it's not exciting. It's normal and boring, right? We want positive cash flow that looks like this. R&B Properties does that for you. We have the cash reserves with the size of our portfolio and what we're managing. We have the cash reserves to be able to help clients out. So if you have a vacancy and you're unable to make mortgage payment, make your taxes, make your insurance for a couple of months, and now you're having to dig out of other places, other sources in order to be able to meet these payments, we'll make those payments for you. Basically what it comes down to is if you have us collecting the rents and you have us paying those bills, whether there's cash in the property or not, we're going to pay those bills. They're going to get paid, right? When the cash in the property doesn't exist, the bills still get paid. And then when the positive cash flow comes back, it basically just pays us back so that we can continue along. What you end up with R&B properties and that fourth benefit is not positive cash flow that looks like this, but positive cash flow which is normal and boring, and isn't that wonderful? That's it for today. That is Randy Dalton, R&B Properties, signing off. I do want to add, one other thing I do want to add. If you are interested in having R&B Properties pay your bills, the best person to talk to about this is Annie. If you don't know Annie, you should know Annie. Annie is in charge of administration, finance and administration for R&B Properties, and she can help you through the process of getting us to make all of those payments for you. Annie can be reached, our main line, 289-780-4632. That's 289-780-4632. Her extension, 122. Get a hold of Annie. Let her know that you just saw a video from Randy. You want to get R&B Properties paying your bills. How do you go about it? And she will help you with that. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Talk soon.